Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today on the program Healthy Living. I'm Adisuwa Osako again. It is not every day you get to meet somebody like this, like the doctor I'm going to be speaking with today. And then so many people also do not know what he does, in the line of his medical duties, and a lot of us just hear this name and then will mistake it for another thing. All right, we're going to be talking about the possibility of living a pain-free life without drugs. I'm sure that got to you. Living a pain-free life without drugs. Every day of our life we seem to live on drugs, but today Dr. Osado Tebusite is going to be talking to us today. I hope I got that right. Yes, Tebusite. Well. Yes, Dr. Osado Tebusite is an orthopedician, and he's from Trecent Orthopedic Acupuncture Therapeutic Center here in Benin City. It's a long one, and he's going to be gisting with us today. So, like I just mentioned, who you are, and a lot of us don't know what line of medicine that is. Can you just go into that a little bit?
Okay. Thank you, Adesua, for this wonderful visit. I'm pleased to be here. Good afternoon, our wonderful listeners out there. My name is Dr. Osado Tebusite from Trecent Orthopedic Acupuncture Therapeutic Center.
Okay.
And our line of management is conservative management without the use of drugs. So today we are going to be discussing on the possibility of a controlled drug-free life and a pain-free life. So the question there is it possible for us to live a pain-free life without the use of drugs? Yes, a very big yes to that.
How possible, doctor?
Thank you very much, Adesua. A lot of people over the years have consumed drugs, and they have even abused it beyond doctor's prescription. And most individuals out there, they go in just taking drugs without even doctor's prescription because they just know that this drug works for this pain, this one works for this pain, and this one works for this pain. And we can always go on Google. Yes, and we can always go to the internet and search for the drugs that work best for us. So that the narrative is going to be changing from now henceforth. So it is quite possible for us to live without the use of drugs in our everyday life.
Okay.
Now, okay.
Go ahead. No, I'm listening.
Thank you very much. So first of all is, what are the pains are we conversant with? What are the common pains are we used to? Now, if we are looking at pains, we are looking at arthritic pain, which is pain that comes from arthritis.
Okay.
We are looking at waist pain, which is lumbar pain or lumbar spondylosis. We are looking at back pain, shoulder pain, due to our style of life, due to our everyday hustling and bustling. Yes, we can develop pain. It is normal to develop pain. But what is not normal is the persistency and the consistency of that pain in our body.
Okay.
Now, people tend to take drugs, and when they take these drugs, after some time, the drugs works for them, and after some time, the drugs stop working. They go for a higher drug to take. And when they go for a higher drug, the drug work for some time, it stop working, and they go for another higher one to take. Okay. So these are victims of ulcer patients. Okay. These are victims of a lot of people have been victims of ulcer. A lot of people have been victims of low immune system. A lot of people have been victims of kidney stone as a result of consuming pain relieving drugs. Too many pain relieving drugs. I'll be emphasizing on pain relieving drugs today.
Okay.
You understand?
Now let's look at pain. You mentioned arthritis, you mentioned back pain.
Yes.
And I know that a lot of persons do suffer from back pains, waist pains, and all of that. And then they live on drugs. I know somebody who cannot live a day without painkillers, very strong painkillers. At a point in time, I'm sure that person was on steroids because of back pains and all of that. If one is suffering from back pains or the waist pain, any pain on the back, what is that person supposed to do without taking drugs?
Thank you very much, Adesua. like the topic, I'll always reiterate to the topic.
Living life fully without drugs.
A pain-free life without the use of drugs. Yes, possibility. It's very much possible. Now, if we find ourselves in such a situation, I'll be hammering on arthritic pain because that is one of the pain that has ravaged the society today.
True.
Now, the Arthritic Foundation in 2020 gave the statistics of 3.1 million people living with arthritis. You can make your findings, yes. 3.1 million people living with arthritis. And by 2030, 1.8 billion people will be living with arthritis.
Now, what is the cause of that ailment now?
Thank you very much. We all are victims of these circumstances. A whole lot of people wait for curative measures instead of preventive measures.
Okay.
You get that?
I get it.
A lot of people wait for curative measures instead of preventive measures.
We are normally used to curative measures.
We want the action to happen first. We want to be a victim of the action before we start running heta-sketa.
Not necessarily waiting for us to be victims or waiting for the illness to come. It's just that some persons have this very poor attitude to assessing medical, assessing hospitals, because they might live in the villages. Some don't even want to go to the hospitals. They don't care about their health until it becomes an emergency case. So we try our best possible to hammer on this program that people should at least find time. If it's a birthday gift you're going to give yourself every year, find time to go to the hospital and do a self-check. So now, let's look at the cause.
Okay. Now, there are three major causes of arthritis.
Okay.
I'll be talking of arthritis and lumbar spondylosis. Pari passu, side by side.
Okay.
Now, the number one cause of arthritis, and first of all, let's look at what is arthritis. Arthritis is the wear and tear of the ligaments, that is the knee joints. Now, when the two bones start rubbing on each other, the meniscus fluid has dried up. You understand? So the bones now starts clashing on each other. When you are walking, you start hearing noise. And one of the things that can cause a wear and tear in the bone ligament is, number one, overweight. When you are overweight, your upper body is heavier than the lower body. So it will be mounting pressure on the lower body. And number two, quick one, I will be talking about our lifestyle, what we eat, how we live. Some people stay inside AC from morning till night, like the office worker. You people work in the office and you are going home again, you put on your AC or maybe highest and all that. That is causing osteoporosis. It can cause your bone to be very brittle. You understand? And when the last one is age. Now, when you are growing older and older, there are some minerals you start losing. There are some vitamins you start losing. You understand? Some people that is natural. Some people just start taking calcium. No, do not take drugs without prescription. You understand? Now, my dad died when I was a young teen of arthritis.
Oh.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
No, this is because we were not enlightened then. You understand? Now, arthritis is one of the things that ravage our society today. And that is why we will be hammering on arthritic pain and lumbar spondylosis pain. I'll come to lumbar spondylosis, which is waist pain or lower back pain.
Which is usually attributed to old age and all of
that.
No,
I'll come to that. I'll come to that. You understand? Now, for those people that are living with arthritis, you see that their legs are bent. They have a total K-leg. Some have knock knee. You understand? Because the arthritis has bent the leg. You understand? So what is the possible way out of this? What is the remedy without drugs out of this? Now, my dad had to do a knee replacement, a knee surgery. But it failed. He died crawling on the floor. You understand? Okay, I was with somebody and the person went for a surgery. 24 hours later, after the surgery, the person was struck with a stroke. 24 hours later. So now, some people have even gone. We are not saying these are not good. You understand? But what effort have you put? What effort have you made? Is it by just taking drugs? Is it by allowing the leg to damage first before you now be looking for medicine after death? So that's why I said we wait for curative measures instead of seeking for preventive measures than curative
now,
measures.
Before we go for preventive measures, what are the signs and symptoms one should look out for? Good.
Now, when the signs and symptoms we are to look out for. Now, there are inflammation. Okay. In the knee joints. Okay. There are swollenness in the knee joints.
And it happens only to the knee joints?
Yes. Okay. You understand? Now, there are other sensational pains, little pains. So the first thing you do is to do proper investigation, which you have to go seek an expert or you go for an x-ray. But before you can even go for an x-ray, you should have a prescription to go for an x-ray. You understand? Now, secondly, what you need to do is not to just dive in taking drugs. Now, there are health machines now, advanced therapeutic equipment for therapeutic intervention. And that is where we come in. You understand? Now, this therapeutic intervention helps the synovial fluid in the knee joint to lubricate. And once they start lubricating, you see that the knee will start having its balance again. You understand? People need to go for investigation. They test serum calcium to test your calcium level, to the strength of your bone. You understand? So some people are losing calcium every day. As we go older and grow older, we are losing some minerals in our body. Some people lose zinc. Some people lose vitamin C. You understand? Due to what they consume. Some people don't even consume balanced diets. I'm not going to that part. Now let's also look at lumbar spondylosis, waist pain, lower back pain, pain that affects people mostly now. You understand? So now that pain, some people attribute it to a spiritual attack. Some people will say it is a spiritual attack. Some people will say I step on something and my waist started paining me, my leg started paining me, something is running all over my body. Most people, most patients I've seen, we are seeing, they will say when I went to the village, my enemy does not like me, there is a spiritual attack. No, these things are not spiritual attack. There are many scientific symptoms that you just need to handle on time. So the waist pain we are talking about now, waist pain can cause you numbness of the leg. When I mean numbness of the leg, your leg can look like sandpaper. When you step your feet on the floor, you will not feel anything again. It can cause mosospasm. It can cause this thing, swelling of the leg. It can even cause hotness. Maybe your leg is hot, there's fire in your leg, and it used to move from this side to this side. That is what we call sciatic pain. Sciatic pain, yes, as a result of lumbar spondylosis. You get what I'm saying? So these people, a lot of people are naive of these things. So they attribute it as attack from the devil, attack from their enemies, spiritual attack, stepping on something. But no. You understand? When we carry out necessary investigation, meet with the right people that can manage these things. When we are looking at pains, pains can be prevented. Pains can be tackled without the use of drugs, by therapeutic management, by machines that will correct this your body, without having been going to the clinic or going to a pharmacy to go and get drugs. In the Western world, people do therapy. They go for therapy. And when they go for therapy, their body rejuvenates again. Their body balance. There are some acupoints they need to touch in your body. Some acupoints. I'm not going into acupuncture and all that. That's a topic for another day. You understand? So there are some acupoints that you can put in place by therapeutic management. And once we put these things in place, your body is set again. There are some orthopedic supports that you can use and your body is set again. You understand? So, with knee pain, waist pain, back pain, some people will say, hey, because I'm taking too much of sugar, that is why my waist is paining me.
Or taking too much of cold water.
Too much of cold water. You understand?
So all those are not true.
No, we are not saying cold water is not an attribute, but sugar. There's no relationship between sugar and waist pain. There's no relationship. There's no relationship between diabolic practice and waist pain. I don't know. I've since my years of research, I've not seen that. Okay, now a patient had lumbar spondylosis, which is waist pain.
Waist pain.
You understand? Now this patient went for a surgery. After the surgery was successful. They did a surgery for the patient. Now before the surgery, the person has been consuming drugs. And after that, the person continued to consume drugs. You understand? Pain relieving drugs. Now, 10 years after, the person had cancer of the waist. How devastating that could be. How terrible that could be.
So what about
now,
that?
is it, you will ask now, you will ask now.
That cancer? Is it the drugs
you
or the
ask now,
surgery?
is it, was it as a result of the drugs or was it as a result of the surgery? You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Now, clearly, we cannot ascertain at that moment. Okay. But these are remote causes. We have remote causes and we have immediate causes. Okay. We have things that have been compiling in the person's body
without even knowing.
Without even knowing. Some people had a kidney stone. Some people had liver failure. You understand? And this is different kind of pain relieving drugs. Now, some people even have a particular pain relieving drug. Now, let me shock you today. Let me shock you today that your body builds resistance to drugs. There is a resistivity to drugs.
Okay.
Now, if you take a painkiller today, your antibody recognizes that painkiller. And after some time, your body does not respond to that painkiller again. Then you keep on taking a higher, they prescribe a higher milligram of that, or they increase the dose, or they will give you a stronger painkiller that supersedes that. Okay, yes, your body will still build a resistance to that. Then you go in for another one, you go in for another one. Before you know, you are causing nuisance to your body.
Okay, just hold on a
Thank you very much.
I know that at this point, a lot of people want to call in to ask Dr. Osado some questions. Okay. So call us on 070-83-651-320. That number is going to be on your screen shortly. 070-83-651-320. I know at this point, I'd like to ask, does this same method apply to those who are diabetic, hypertensive, or those with suffering, those with cancer and all of that? Does it apply? Does this method also? Can this method help them?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was just going for diabetic patients.
Okay.
Now, some diabetic patients, they are not permitted to take some certain drugs. True. Or hypertensive patients. Now, in fact, the use of too much of drugs has even caused people to their early grave. Now, some people will just go and buy calcium drug. They say, I need calcium in my body. I need this, I need that. And some diabetic patients does not really need some certain calcium drugs. It is wrong. Now, with therapeutic intervention, it does not matter. It doesn't matter if you are hypertensive, if you are diabetic, if you have ulcer. It does not matter.
Okay, I'll pause you. Let's do this call. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Good afternoon. Okay, tell us your name and ask your question quickly. We are pressed for time. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, to Dr. Sado. Okay. All right, Dr. Osado is saying that Osado is telling you now that you can live a life free of drugs. What you do for me, madam, after this program, you call this number I'm going to say to you now. You call 090-39-300-407. You call this number immediately after the program, 090-39-300-407 or 081-25-899-663. That's the number to call immediately after the program. Okay, you heard her, that she's going through that problem as well. Okay, let's do this other one. Hello, caller. There's definitely going to be a part 2 of this discussion, okay? Because 25 minutes is not enough. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, tell us your name and shoot the question.
I'm calling you from Edo State.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Festus.
Okay, go ahead, Festus.
Yeah, I'm also wanting to throw light on this ulcer issue. How can you live without drugs when you have an
Ulcer.
I know it's a common element in every society now. So
Okay.
I want to throw more light because so many of us, especially me, we live with drugs, omeprazole every now and then, taking to. I want to know if there's any.
Okay, thank you. You made your point. All right, doctor.
Okay, thank you very much. For the, I'll just take the 2 questions pari passu.
Okay.
You understand, side by side. Now, the first caller, I said she's a victim of an arthritic pain. Her legs are bent.
That's what she said.
Her legs are bent. My father's leg was totally bent until she even died. If I had known then that he can live without the use of drugs. Now, they are therapeutic intervention. Like I said, there are scientific machines that can be used to correct those things right now. You understand? And most of these people suffering from arthritis, suffering from lumbar pain, waist pain, are victims of ulcer. Because the drugs they take does not, it causes ulcer, it causes, inflammation in their body. It causes ulcer. Some people are victims of hypertension because of the depression they are having. Because you cannot wake up every day and just feel that you cannot move.
Okay.
So depression, pain comes with depression. Pain comes with emotional destabilization. Pain comes with anger. When you have pain, there is nothing they will tell you at that moment that will make your mindset
Okay,
to be calm.
now how affordable? How affordable
That is another question.
is this approach to getting yourself healed without drugs?
Thank
Living
you
a
very
painless life without drugs. How affordable? Because I know that is the next question we want you to talk about.
Do you know that these services are quite affordable? It is to all and sundry. The poor,
Regardless
the
of
rich,
status.
regardless of status, you can afford it. It's a step-by-step process to manage your kinetic system. It is a step-by-step process to help you build back your bones, your body, to put them in shape, to put them in order. You understand?
Regardless
so
of
that
age.
so that there will be proper circulation of blood. There will be proper stability. There will be proper lubrication of fluid in the knee joints. There's so much, and this one, there's so much we are going to talk about. You understand? Because this pain is ravaging our society. The ignorance of not knowing what to do is what is even killing us the more. So a patient came and he said he had they had to tell him to tie garlic all over his leg. They even drank urine. He was drinking urine because of remedy. A whole lot of things. There's so many things I cannot say on air because we are on air.
Yes.
You understand?
People do
Yes.
a lot of things to get well. But after this program, do me a call on 090-39-300-407 or 081-25-899-663. Doctor, we are pressed for time and we have to go. Thank you so much. But I want you to make a promise here and now that probably next week you'll find time to come here again.
Definitely.
It will be strictly
question and answer, just for you to call in and ask questions. You already know what we started. We will do a little bit refreshing of memories on this topic, and then we'll go straight to questions. Thank you very much for finding time to be with us on the program. We have not concluded, so I hope you get that. So next episode, we'll try and do our best possible to conclude. All right, we'll see you again next week. And if you can, join us on radio 92.3 megahertz FM on Thursday at 3:15 p.m. Bye-bye for now.